Hi guys, Fuzz here, and welcome back to our complete walkthrough series for Final Fantasy VIII. Before we start today, I just want to give a very loud shout out to Tyrone Kelly. So thank you very much, Tyrone Kelly, who has pledged his support to me on Patreon. You, sir, are awesome. And we finished off in the last episode here, just before an upcoming boss fight, which I mentioned. So make sure you have healed up with a tent if necessary. And you might want to go ahead and junction sleep to your status attack and blind to your status defense. And also, you'll probably want to enable Mug on your ability list. And you really should have learned Mug by now. So go ahead and activate that. And then to start today, we're just going to activate this lever here. You know, if we see a nice big lever, we just have to pull it. And in this case, it opens this shutter. But we can't reach it yet. We are interrupted, quite rudely I might add, by these two oil boils. Now, we can send them to sleep. And we can mug them, both of which we want to do. So we're going to not attack with Squall for the time being. These guys do like to blind, so you might want to have a sooner ready if you haven't added it to your status defense. Alternatively, oops, shouldn't have mugged that guy. I didn't expect Quistis to send into sleep actually. Fortunately, we've got a nice supply of Phoenix Downs here. So Quistis is the only one without hit point junction. So try and get both these guys to go to sleep. There's one. Ah, she's going to die again. Luckily, we've got all these Phoenix Downs. I really do need to sort her out with hit point junction. Because 700 health just is not enough at this stage of the game. Squall's like, I'll steal your cure if you don't mind. And we'll just go for another cure, I think. I can't just see who I'm targeting. I hope it's Quistis here. There we go, some fuels, which are quite useful. And is that guy asleep? Yes, he is, so let's start drawing. So draw whatever you need from these guys. Depending on... actually, these are fixed level for the boss fight, so you're not going to get anything more than what we're seeing here. But draw what you need before you continue. Okay, so I've drawn everything that I want to draw at this stage, and now it's just a case of taking them out. So I'm going to get Quistis resurrected here, if possible. I mean, she keeps dying, which is a bit annoying. I'm going through Phoenix Downs quite a lot here. But with Squall and his powerful attack, we should be able to take them out quite easily, which we can. You can also slow those guys, by the way, if that helps you. I'm not sure if it would. Okay, and now we can just follow the path. Of course, I'm just going to save after that battle and tent up. And what's going to be waiting for us as we head through this door? In tradition with the previous episode, a ladder. Yay. Those missiles are certainly taking their sweet time, aren't they? I mean, fortunately for us, I suppose. Anyway, at the bottom of the ladder, we just have to run across the linear catwalk here. And we find something quite exciting. Some weird mechanism thingy. What is this about? Who knows? Let's go and find out. And we just need to examine this, whatever it is, for stuff. We don't know what we're doing. We're just doing things. Zell, will you just be quiet, please? Unless you want to come and take over. Well, we've done something. We've certainly done something. We've got this machine cranked up. Well, something big is definitely happening to Garden here. Is it going to protect us from the missiles? Well, would you believe it? Garden's a giant freaking airship thingy. And I guess we just gotta hope there was nobody outside at the time, or they probably would have just been crushed. Although we don't seem to think to ask about that. Right, so we need to speak to Sid, twice in fact. So we'll speak to him again here. Tell him we'll go and check on the others. Right, once we've come down the first lift, we need to head to the second lift that we already know about. And we just need to head out here and up. And we see this big metal door here, but we can now actually head through it for the first time. Okay, so we can have a look outside. There's nothing else to do out here, though. So we need to head back inside now. And as we run through, we should trigger some more scenes. Yeah, good old school. Oh, well, this is relaxing. We're just kind of chilling now in the ocean. Oh, that was scary. I thought the game had crashed then. I was thinking, no. Right then, okay. So ultimately we're going to want to go and speak to the headmaster to continue on with the story, but we actually have a bit of free time now to kind of just do what we want to do. And this is important because there is actually an important side quest we can undertake. Well, it's more of a sub-quest of a side quest, since it's to do with the card games, the Triple Triad, and since the Triple Triad is itself a side quest, it's not actually kind of essential to complete the game. This is a quest that we can do as part of the side quest, so we'll just get through this dialogue here. Okay, so our destination is the Master's Room. But this side quest that we can actually start now, we can't complete it yet, but it's quite lengthy, so I do recommend we do what we can do now. And the reward, the main reward for it, we don't actually get until Disc 4. But it's called the CC Group Quest. And it's going to involve card battling against a certain set of opponents. So we do need to make sure that we are ready with our cards, a good set of cards. But in the meantime, even though we don't get our main reward until Disc 4, we do actually have the opportunity to collect some nice cards, some level 7 cards, which is our first opportunity to do so. Before we can undertake this quest, which we could only do on Disc 2, which is where we are now, of course, is speak to this guy. And he'll tell us about the CC group. But we need him to tell us to press square or X or whatever button it is that you need to press for card battling. And the only way to get him to do that, which is how we start the quest, is to make sure we've completed 15 triple triad games here in Balam Garden. Now, of course, we've already done a lot of triple triad games here in Balam Garden. So, the reason why he's not doing this is because games we've done in the cafeteria, I believe it's the cafeteria, where else is it? The classroom and the library don't count towards our total of 15 games, which means we basically need to battle 15 games with people around, you know, this main area here, which we haven't really done because most of our battling was in the cafeteria and other places that don't count. So win 15 card games, and then we can continue on. When you've done your 15 card games, make sure you save your game, and then when you speak to this guy just with the normal talk button, then he'll give you this new message and we can actually challenge him. We find out his name is Jack, and basically the way this quest works is we battle a bunch of individuals that are part of the CC group, and we have to battle them in the right order. So we start off with this guy Jack, so let's go ahead and engage him in battle. I've already got the trade rules set to all because of speaking to the Queen of Cards earlier on in one of the other episodes that I put out before. And if the trade rules change to direct or something else, just quit out of this screen and come back until it changes back to all. With the Queen of Cards having it set to all, it shouldn't take too long. So we'll go ahead and play. Oh dear, no, we don't want that one. Don't know where that came from. We'll just go ahead and get some decent cards, and you can play these guys as often as you want, even though you only need to beat them once in terms of the quest. So we'll go ahead and play this. So we'll try and get some good rare cards. So this is, as I said, the first time in the game that we actually get to play and win level 7 cards, which is what we can see here, which is, you know, all very exciting, isn't it? And we'll just go ahead and try not to lose anything since we're winning here. Same again. Looks like that'll do the job nicely. And with that trade rule set to all, we won't have to select a card that we want. We'll just collect everything afterwards. And so we've beaten Jack here. And once we've beaten him, he'll tell us the other members of the CC group that we don't yet know about. Okay, well, he himself actually isn't part of the group, I should say, but he does start the quest and tell us who the members are. So they're all named after playing cards. So once we've defeated Jack, the next person we need to find is the card magician Joker. And we need to start heading to the training centre in order to see where he's hiding out. So we're just going to head back to the dormitory to save up. As always, that's the rule when you're playing cards. Make sure you save before you do anything silly and lose your cards or whatnot. Okay, so we're going to head into the training centre, which is just over on the right hand side. And if we just head over to the right hand side here, then we've got this bridge, and this is where Joker will appear. So we just need to, I need to give Squall the, what do you call it, no encounters and counting on. And anyway, if he doesn't appear, just go back, as he hasn't in this case, just go back to the previous screen and then come back until we can see him. Here we go. It took me about 7 attempts, actually, of just running in and out for this guy to show up. So, We'll speak to him and he'll tell us he's heard about us. This is the Joker. Looks like we just need to speak to him a few times. And as a reward for killing this guy in cards, not in battle, of course, he will upgrade our battle meter once more. So we'll see what he's got to play. What he's got to say for himself. He's not really playing anything too exciting here. So hopefully it won't take us too much effort to kill this guy. I keep saying kill, that's a bit brutal, isn't it? You know what I mean. Defeat him in cards. We need to be refined about this, don't we? And not really too much good in playing anything great here because he's just going to take whatever we take, which is fine. It's no problem. Take two at once. He takes one back and we win. Okay, so now we can view the stats of our Guardian forces. Useful, I suppose. And with that guy defeated, we're going to head back to the dormitory to save. And then our next card battle won't be far away. One thing I did forget to mention is that the Joker that we just played can actually give you the Leviathan card. Although, in all fairness, it's actually a very rare card for him to play. So, if you want to get it now, then, you know, by all means, try and card battle that guy multiple times. But it's going to be quite a while before he plays it, probably. Anyway, we've now bumped into Card Knight Club. And he's the next individual that we want to beat. So we're going to go ahead and just do the same kind of stuff, really. Throw down a couple of nice cards. Make sure we've saved, which we have. And look at that, we can get the Fusing and whatever that guy's name is card as well, which is pretty darn useful. And we can see he's playing a couple of high-level cards here. So, strangely, he could actually take that card in the middle if we collect it, which we will do anyway, but just something to bear in mind. Quite interesting, I suppose. Okay, looks like we're going to win anyway. Okay, so we beat Club, which means we once again want to go and save, just to make sure that we don't lose anything. As always, as I said earlier, you can actually battle these guys as many times as you want. Only need to do it once for the quest, but because they do have some good cards, you might want to farm for some of those as well. Okay, so as we come back to the main central section of the garden, we're looking for... There's like two girls that sometimes wander around, so we'll just try and reset the area, see if we can get them to come back. There they are. So these are the next people we need to speak to, but quite annoyingly we can't talk to them at all until they've stopped moving, so we have to wait for them to stand still. And only then, when they've come to a standstill, can we interact with them. Are they going to stop there? Yep. This is Card Princess Diamond. And it's the same routine. Let's go ahead and play. And just make sure that now, because we are playing with some higher level cards here, that they can't go ahead and take even our rare cards that normally card players couldn't take. Looks like we're sorted. we should have this one in the bag. Okay. And look at them bow before us. Our superior card playing triple triad ability is just too much for anybody to handle. Right, so the next guy is Card Prince Spade, but we can't do that one yet. So we need to head to the second floor hallway in order to battle him, but when we head to the elevator here, we're going to be thrust into the next section of the story by going to the basement first floor, which means that we're going to pick this quest up next time when we continue. So I think we'll finish the episode off here today, guys, since doing all the prep for this card quest has taken it out of me a little bit, especially because I've edited most of it out so you wouldn't have seen it, just to give you the information that you need. But if you've enjoyed this episode, don't forget to just hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel, very much appreciated. And we'll pick up next time as we continue on with the story. Until then, thanks for checking out my video, and we'll see you soon for more Final Fantasy VIII. Bye for now, guys, take care.